Hello. What's going on, everybody? My name is Richard, and we have come up with a new idea with a new brand name, the FX Vault. And I've been working on this project for around 3 months. And I was trying to refine something really good. And finally, after a lot of efforts, I have been able to automate my all strategy, my personal model, into the form of a trading indicator. So now we have designed an indicator where you do not need to glued to your screen all day all night. Okay, when a plus setup forms, you will get alerts directly on your phone. Okay, so first of all, let me tell you what is the logic behind my indicators. Okay, so my indicator works on sequential smts or smts. Okay, you can call it smts. You have been watching me on my Telegram channel, on my X. I use SMTs as my confluence in my trading, and SMT is something I have been trading for a long time, and based on that, I have been able to discover a new trading model for you. Okay, so the 70% of my trading model it works on quarterly theory by the trader Die. Okay, and I really gives him credit for all the things he has done for the community. Okay, but it is not entirely on quarterly theory. Okay, quarterly theory is not even 70, it is 50 to 60% part of my indicators and my strategy. Okay, the and but the cycles, the micro cycles, the daily cycles, 90-minute cycles, weekly cycles, monthly cycles, okay, those I have been using in this indicator. But there are a few more things which I have done. It is just a small part, because not every SMT works, and there are 70% SMTs which don't work really. For example, not every FVG works in the market. That's the same way. Not every SMT works. Okay, so what this indicator do? I have first of all, so this script of my indicators, there are 17 pairs which I have selected, which are correlated to each other, and I'm gonna mark it here. Okay, we have NQ with ES, we have YM with RTY, and then we have DAX with Euro 50. Then we have gold futures with silver future. Then we have oil CL with gasoline. Then we have gasoline and heating oil. Then BTC, ETH, and Euro USD, JPP USD, XAU USD, and XAU JPP, odd NZD, odd USD, NZD USD, and then USD JPY, DXY, Euro JPY, JPP JPY, odd JPY, NZD JPY, and then we have Euro CAD, GBP CAD, and Euro odd, GBP odd, Euro NZD, GBP NZD, and then we have platinum and copper. Okay, so these are, I think, 17 pairs which my script has already in default. Okay, you can choose anything you want. Okay, in the setting option, if you see here, this is my indicator setting, and there are 17 pairs you can select for it to trigger a SMT, and you will be able to see that. But for me, these are the 17 pairs which I have been looking, and I will be using in my script. And these things are proven and tested. I have been working, I have been back testing, I have done trial and errors, and that's why I have taken only these 17 pairs, and this work exactly the way I wanted. If you're someone who has been doing this for a long time, and if you think it doesn't work for me, you can change it in the settings. But for me, this is what it works. And with every pair you can set an alert whenever you see a plus setup forming. The indicator will send you a trigger on your phone, on your trading view notification, and you will be able to get that trigger. Okay, so this is how it works. So let me tell you, like, today morning we got this long signal in Nasdaq, okay, and why it was a long, a plus long. That's what I'm gonna do. That's what I'm gonna explain here. Okay, we had an SMT here. If you switch it into the 6 hour time frame, okay, uh, this is the 6 a.m. candle. This is the third quarter of the day. Okay, its low was taken by ES here, but Nasdaq couldn't take out the low of the third quarter of yesterday. Okay, and when we open up today, ES couldn't take out the low of last quarter of the day, last quarter of yesterday, but NQ taken out. Okay, so that means the ES, okay, which was weaker earlier, okay, has become stronger here. Okay, so strength is switching into the, this is a simple strength switch concept. Okay, and strength got switched into the ES, but we have a clear drawn liquidity in the form of these highs, so it was better to execute on NQ, because the reversal which we looks for is really good here. Okay, so this is where it could have been a long entry, but I usually do not trade Asia, so I just skipped it. Okay, so this is how it triggers. Okay, so when let me tell you the time frame alignments. Okay, so I have automated it for the scalpers, for the day traders, for positional traders, for swing traders, for everyone I have solution. Okay, so if you're someone who trades the, who scalp, okay, so this is how it scalping work. Okay, it track the sequential at SMTs between the microcycles, between the microcycles. There are four microcycles in a 90-minute block. Okay, so this is how it trick and gives you the entry. Even I trade, personally I trade the microcycles, but when in the really kill zone. Okay, so for example, this A plus short on yesterday in NQ, this is what I have taken, and it was all around almost around 1 is to 3 RR setup. Okay, you could have passed your any challenge with just one trade. Okay, and for microcycles I specifically using 9 a.m. to 12 a.m. Eastern time, because in that particular window there is volume, and you see good setups forming. Okay, because you see a clear one side move, and it do not keep on consolidating. So that's the reason I choose third quarter of day, that is 6 a.m. to 12 a.m., and out of that particular quarter I choose 9 a.m. to 12 a.m. AM session, and 1:30 p.m. to 4:30 p.m. Uh, this is the specific time window when I use the microcycles. Okay, when you switch it into the 2 minutes, from 2 minutes to 5 minutes, you will be on the 90-minute cycle, and you will see the 90-minute setup. Okay, so this was also a long setup, but since it was starting of the day, this was around 6 p.m., so it was not an ideal time. It was not a kill zone. That's why it doesn't make any sense to trade on this setup. But this is here, after we have a 4 hour good profile about open, low, high, and close. When we have a good profile, then you can because we have a sufficient time for candle to expand. Here we don't have any idea. 4 hour was just closing here, so we do not have any idea if the next candle would expand or not. But here we have that idea. This 5 minute FVG, this 5 minute CISD, you could have enter a long trade here this morning, and you would have been in really good profit. This could have been your stop loss, and this could have been your entry. So this is how the microcycles, this is uh, a daily cycle plus a 90-minute cycle straight. Okay, and still it's showing the A plus longs here, because if anyone missed the entry, and if anyone wants to trade the continuation, he can trade by using the 5 minute IFVGs. But I do not recommend this, because the most move has already happened. It do not make any sense. Okay, you have to trade at the origin of the good move, not on the subsequent moves. Okay, so this is how it works. Okay, and even let me tell you, let me break down let me break down it for you. The silver trade which I took yesterday, and I sent it to my members as well. Okay, this is where I got an entry in the silver, and it was a whooping 3 hour to 5 hour trade. Okay, you could have made a lot of money in just one trade. If you're someone who wants to pass the challenge in just single trade, this could have been your trade. And this was also a daily cycle trade. Okay, this is a 12 a.m. The 12 a.m. 6 hour got traded here in the gold, but in silver it did not. Okay, so we had this SMT, and then we had this strength switch here that enabled us to take the trade here. And also we had this opening of 4 hour. Okay, if you can see here, you know the blocks you are seeing here, this is also one of my indicator that I have designed by my own. Okay, and you see uh, every particular block, every particular 4 hour will be having this kind of colorful block which shows you what that specific 4 hour has done. Okay, for example, the 6 p.m. starts from here and it goes up to here. And then this is the second block where 10 p.m. start. This is where 2 a.m. start. This is where in the fourth block 6 a.m. start. And here where we have taken the silver long trade. Okay, it was around 1 is to 3 or 1 is to 5 hour trade. That's where the fifth block or the 10 a.m. candle was started. Okay, so this was a 1 is to 3 hour trade, and it was completely mechanical approach. I was not on the screen. I was just watching the movie, and I got alert on my phone that we have a strength switch SMT is forming, and that's where I've taken the trade. Okay, uh, you know I have mentioned about the pairs it is working on. So you know you just need to be specific. Okay, like even you can do this thing that this is the DAX and this is euro 50. You could have traded this 90-minute SMT. Okay, but the probability of this setups are less, and when we are trading the A plus setup, the probabilities are higher. Okay, for example, yesterday at the closing time I got this alert on DAX as well. This was a plus setup, but I got enough profit, so I just stopped it and I didn't chase the move. Okay, so that's why, that's how I do. I have and I'm not making it complicated. Every other ICD trader, they are just keeping three charts. And like for example, this is NQ and ES, they will put the third chart of YM also here. And this way you will make it complicated. And I just want a simple setup, simple model, and a repeatable approach to the market, and this is what I have been doing. So for me this is enough. Okay, I do not, and this is my fixed model, this is my fixed pair, this is my fixed strategy. I'm not looking for anything else. And trust me, you're gonna love it. Okay, and I can assure you one thing, that you have not seen anything by anyone, this kind of precision. Not everyone will able to do that, do this. I've been doing this for months to finalize this script, and I'm confident enough that you will get a really really good amount of money, you will get the good setups, and it will work for you. Okay, I'm just going to show you. And one more thing, I just want to be very transparent. Okay, so this is here A plus setup in the 5 minutes Nasdaq is given. Okay, I'm gonna show you here in my log list. Okay, this is my log list of the alerts. And you can see here at 8:55 in the morning. Okay, at my time, at my local time, I'm based at Mumbai, India. So at my particular time, this was the alert which got triggered. Okay, so these are the the setting I have. You can get an alert for every SMT, but it will just distract you, and it will not let you act on the high probability setup. So that's why I have filtered it. This has an option. Yeah, if you can see here, this is the option. Okay, I just want alerts for the A plus setup only. If you uncheck it, you will get alert for every particular SMTs. And I don't want to do that. I want only high probability A plus setup. So that's how it do. Okay, so that's why I have kept the setting to give me an alert of A plus setup only. And this is what I do. Okay, if you talk about the BTC and Ethereum, uh, you can see here we got this long here. Okay, on the weekly cycle you get the really good setup. And particularly if you have a good framework and a good bias, then you can trade weekly cycles without a strength switch. Okay, this is what I can tell you. But for me, only it the alerts only get triggers when I have a plus setup. Okay, if you talk about the Euro USD and NZD USD, So there are some time when you will have to avoid, uh, when markets are not really, if you can see here, this kind of mess ups you don't need to trade on, because the assets are not sync. Okay, so you wait for assets to get sync and then you will be able to get good trades. Okay, for example, here this was the A plus setup on the NFP day on last Friday. You can see here this is the precision of this trade. Okay, Wednesday's low was not taken out by GBP USD earlier, but euro taken out. That means GBP was relatively stronger. And then on Friday, euro didn't take out the Thursday's high, and the strength got switched into euro. Okay, so euro was the perfect long here, and it is showing, it will show you the trigger. I have not kept it, I don't want to create a mess, so I have deleted those indicators, so those alerts. So it is the NFP days indicator are not there, NFP days alerts are not there, but this is how you will get in the advance. Okay, in even I will send you in the text message right before it happens. Okay, I've been very clear with my strategy, and I don't want you guys to be diluted. Okay, if you see here, this seems to be not looking a really in sync asset. Okay, so the better thing is, if you are trading the daily cycle and the weekly cycle, you will really have a good time in trading. Okay, 90 minutes, if you are very particular and if you know how to trade, then it will make sense for you. Okay. I don't know what kind of error that was. Okay, so like this is the euro JPY, and the reason why I have been showing you this thing, because I want to be very clear. Okay, and for big events, like we had this Bank of Japan interest rate decision. For in that particular day, we had this short signal got triggered, and you could have made a lot of money here. Okay, this could have been your setup, and you could have target this swing low 1:3 hour, very easy. Okay, and the XAU USD and XAU GBP is what I have another correlated pairs, and I look SMT for, but it gives very less SMTs. Okay, so in this particular pair also you can use those normal trigger and not strength switch. But in my case, I want to trade very selectively, so I only trade uh, you know the A plus things only. Okay, let me tell you something. Okay, so this is how it works. Like this is the Euro cat and GBP cat, and as I've told you, this is the long triggered, a golden long triggered you can have here, and you can make a lot of money here. Okay, 1:5 hour trade. If you want, you could have taken the profit earlier here also. Okay, even that it makes 1:2 hour. Okay, and then we have this long trigger in oil, since we are on the daily time frame, and when we are on the daily time frame, we get the uh, you know uh, visuals of 3 month cycle. So we have a long trigger here, and yesterday to one of my client I told about this, that this is a 3 month long trigger in oil, and I think it was trading near to the 7917, and it's already 300 ticks up. So this is how it works, and the best thing is, it works pretty well in gold and silver. Okay, gold, silver, this will give you a really good results. Okay, if you know how to use it. Okay, and if you filter out the A plus setup, you will make a really good money. And for this thing, you don't have to be good at ICD concepts or quarterly theory concept, or my approach was everyone should make money, even if they are working professional and they don't have time for trading, they should also make the money. So even if you want to not, you don't have to spend a lot of time in learning. This is the most mechanical way. If you are using this indicator, then you will learn the concept easily. For to whom, uh, to those clients who don't have time, to spend on the education. If you practically use this indicator for over a long period of time, you will be able to figure out how it actually works, and you will be learning. And those who already know how to use it, and those who already know the concept of sequential SMTs, strength switch, this will reduce your manual work by 60%. You don't have to spend a lot of time on your screen. The only thing you have to do is wait for a alert triggered on your phone, and then you will be able to make a lot of money. Okay, so that's all I can do. And thank you for watching this video. If you have any questions or anything, do like, then DM me on my Telegram, on my X. And if you like this video, please subscribe, like, and share it with your friends and family. Thank you, and have a nice day.